New York Mets and Major League Baseball are quickly turning into a bitter enemy with a goal of forming a roadblock to prevent the growth of American soccer. What started off as a minor issue is quickly growing bigger as the nation seeks unity ahead of the 2026 World Cup. One major power broker that has division in his mind is Steve Cohen and his long-lasting desire to build a casino in one of Queens, New York's proposed newest neighborhood, Willets Point. On Wednesday night, the New York Post, the mainstream media outlet that's been closely following the growth of New York City Football Club since their 2021 MLS Cup Championship playoff run, reported that NYC Mayor Eric Adams, Queens Council member Francisco Moya, and baseball owner Cohen had a conference call which largely centered on Cohen's concern that he won't get the casino that he's been dying for the past 10 years. This meeting comes after State Senator Jessica Ramos rejected legislation last month that proposed a change to the use of the parking lots on Citi Field from parkland to commercial use. Parkland laws have remained in the state of New York for multiple decades, per an online handbook presented by NYC.gov. Since the days of the Roman Empire, the public trust doctrine has established that parks, open space, air, waterways, shorelines, and other natural resources should be preserved for public enjoyment. Today, this doctrine is legally guided by decisions of the courts rather than written laws, otherwise known as common law. In New York State, the courts have held that using parkland for a non-park use requires permission from the state legislature. These activities require state approval to occur on parkland and are not permitted by the public trust doctrine, at least for any purpose: parking, museums, municipal facilities, water filtration, sanitation, schools, and construction of a new vehicular street. State parks outline a 10-step process when officials are considering a change in the use of parkland or recreational areas. What angers Cohen is that he feels betrayed by Mayor Adams, a politician that he personally helped financially during his mayoral race in 2021. Per the Post, Cohen gave Adams $1.5 million to help secure a seat in City Hall. The politician that Cohen is angry at the most, however, is Councilman Moya, who represents the 21st District that covers East Elmhurst, Corona, Jackson Heights, LaFranc City, and LaGuardia Airport. Moya claims that Cohen threatened him on the conference call that he'll have him replaced by a white-collar criminal, Hiram Monserrate, in a Democratic primary if he doesn't support the casino dream. This is because Monserrate is against the construction of an MLS stadium. Per the Post, Monserrate stated that the community does not need a soccer stadium. Even though Moya won his council seat in 2021, per Gothamist.com, New York City withdrew its legislative boundaries in a redistricting process, with some districts' borders being altered significantly in 2022. This forced all 51 lawmakers to run for their seats 2 years after their last election, and also opens the door for challengers to mount bids against incumbent council members, which will be settled on June 27. The Post also reported that the mayor and the city is still on board with the ULURP process that's currently in the environmental and zoning phase. All city brokers are still on board with plans for a pro soccer stadium and hotel and affordable housing in Willets Point. What shouldn't be lost in all of this, however, are the Mets being on verge of being swept by the Atlanta Braves this evening, a club that have dominated the National League East for nearly 3 decades and counting. Maybe Cohen will have more leverage if his team was focused on winning championships rather than fattening his pockets from lower income residents who ignorantly believe that they could become rich by hitting jackpot from a casino. In summary of this edition of 5 Minute Report, never allow anyone to tell you to stick to sports. Because what we continue to learn from the NYCFC stadium saga is that sports and politics always, and I mean always, intertwine.
One city, one country, one state. Some place to be nobody. Some place to be. Some place you wouldn't know probably.